Quiet! Where's my covers? It's Coca-Cola League Cup action tonight here at Upton Park. Charlton Athletic of the First Division against Bury of the Third Division, and unfortunately only a very sparse crowd tempted out from in front of the television for this Wednesday evening cup tie at Upton Park. Let's have a look at the two sides to begin with, and for Charlton, no changes with the exception of at number 9, Danny Warden. Now, Danny Warden will be making his senior debut for Charlton tonight. He played a number of games in the football combination side last season, but he plays his first game in the senior side tonight. He's the only change from the 11 that played against Southend on Saturday, and also a change amongst the substitutes. That's Limboy Primus replacing Steve Grit. A handful of changes in the Bury side, most notably Roger Stanislaus, the former Fulham fullback, dropping out of the side. But the players to watch out for possibly in the Bury scene this evening: number 7, Ronnie Mauge, formerly a Charlton Athletic player. And there in your picture is Danny Warden making his debut tonight for the senior side. As I said, played a number of combination games last season. Also had a spell with Norwich and also with Arsenal. Signed as a full professional in the summer, tonight plays his first game in a Charlton first team jersey. At the top of your picture there, just flexing his legs there, Liam Robinson, Bury's leading goal scorer this season with 6 goals. 89 goals for the Shakers in his time with them. A very, very potent player indeed, Liam Robinson. And just next to him there, Ronnie Mauge, the former Charlton player. Only had one senior game for the Addicts. That was as a substitute in a full members cup tie some 3 or 4 seasons ago. But most notable for his role in the Charlton team that got to the FA Youth Cup final in 1987. Scored the Charlton equaliser in the first leg of the final against Coventry, and a member of the side that lost that Youth Cup final 1-0 in the second leg. Charlton will be kicking from right to left in this first half. Gary Nelson and John Bumstead over the ball. I suspect that Danny Warden will play out wide on the flank, and that Nelson will return to his more conventional attacking role, and partner Carl Leaburn down the middle. So Charlton are back to a fairly straightforward 4-4-2 with Danny Warden out on the right-hand side. His first touch there. Bury this evening playing in his first half from left to right, wearing a strip which I hesitate to describe as purple and white hoops, which, although close up, it appears to be something sort of a chessboard. Charlton in familiar colours and easy to describe, red shirts and white shorts. There's Leaburn with the touch, and Pardew gets a foot in. Pitcher gets the ball across and hooked away by Derek Ward. An early touch now for Stuart Balmer. Minto to Leaburn. And now Ronnie Mauge for Berry. Forward by Ward. Balmer with an easy header. And Ward gets there again, and Bumstead gets a foot in. And this will fall for Bumstead again. Charlton playing some nice stuff there down the left-hand side. And now Walsh tried to get the cross over, blocked by the Berry defenders, and Colin Walsh took that full in the chest. But Berry finally get the ball away, only as far as Bumstead. Pitcher out on that far side. Cross into the box for Leaburn. Alan Knill with a solid header away. And this is Mauge. Leaburn, formerly a colleague in the Charlton youth side, gets in there. And Minto riding two challenges. The ball swept out to Colin Walsh. In with the right foot. And Gary Kelly making a good catch at his left-hand post. Gary Kelly, certainly one of the most consistent goalkeepers in the lower divisions. Signed for Berry 2.5 years ago and has yet to miss a match. This is Ward, aiming for Robinson. And that'll be a Charlton. No, it'll be a Berry throw, in fact. Derek Ward with a low cross. And Berry trying to work the opening. The shot coming in from Mark Kearney, and Boulder with the save. Not, of course, the formality that many people expect tonight. The first leg score at Gig Lane was 0-0. So if Berry were to snatch an away goal, it would mean that Charlton would have to score at least 2 to go through to the third round. Walsh getting in there, and Minto playing it forward. Now Leaburn can give chase. Leaburn getting in there. Nelson couldn't quite latch onto the ball, and Nick Daws put it out for a Charlton throw. This is Minto taking on Mauge. Walsh going to get the ball across, steps inside. Now he's worked to half a yard. It's in low and cleared, and Charlton will have another throw. Now Minto with a chance to get the ball over. But the linesman on this near side was flagging, and I think the ball had already gone out before it reached the far post. Darren Pitcher with a firm header. Nelson tried to help it on. And back it goes to Gary Kelly. Pardew was the target there, but this time Alan Knill cuts it out, and he's looking for Robinson. Balmer with the challenge. Forward by Valentine, and now Robinson getting in and couldn't get there in front of Scott Minto. Good control from Minto. Nelson felt he was fouled. And Bumstead and Pardew between them combine. But Robinson gets in there. And now Ronnie Mauge finding Robinson. And a poor pass there, but the drive coming in from Andy Reid. Not too far away. And now it's with Pitcher. Minto with a lot of space on this left-hand side. Berry pushing out and winning possession. But Stuart Balmer takes over and is brought down. Now Derek Ward will have to get there first. And Hulme with the header on. Webster wins it. Minto brings it down. Down the line to Leaburn. And he tried to find Bumstead, but very bringing away with Ronnie Mauge. Bumstead with the tackle. And now Robinson. And there goes Kevin Hulme. And he's got inside Balmer. If he can get the ball across. And he has done. And he got a very good cross in there, and Darren Pitcher was able to clear at the far post. Kearney. And now Scott. Finding Reid. And Kearney again. The cross comes in. And Hulme was penalised for pushing down on Minto. Minto has to turn away because Kearney had cut off the back pass. Leaburn with good control under pressure from Alan Knill, although he got clouted in the back there. And Knill with the header away. Now Nelson. And the ball had already gone out according to their linesman there. The referee's seen something there, and I'm not quite sure what it is. But he's given a free kick to Charlton. Maybe Kearney had a hand on Darren Pitcher's shoulder as he went up for the header. But I'm a bit mystified, certainly, by that decision. Physio there for Bury. Mandy Johnson, the only female physio in the Football League. Piece of fascinating trivia there for you to liven up the evening. There was a chance there for Leaburn, and Nelson with a drive, chance to have a drive. Oh, he whips it wide of the post. And that was as good a chance as Charlton are likely to get, I suspect. But Gary Nelson had time to bring the ball down. He looked up, he picked his spot, but just pulled the shot about a yard wide of Gary Kelly's left-hand post. And that was a good chance for Charlton to open the scoring. Free kick given for offside. Now this is absolutely pointless. The referee has decided that Simon Webster took the free kick about 3 or 4 feet in front of where he should have done, and the ball's come out to where it went anyway. So what that's achieved, I've no idea at all. But the game continues. Reid spreading the ball out on the left-hand side towards Ian Scott. And a chance there for Robinson, I thought, to turn. Now it's with Warden and Pitcher. Warden's is a target. Got sandwiched a little bit there, but it's fallen kindly for John Bumstead. Pardew gets up, and Leaburn, and off to Warden, and Warden was brought down there as he headed for goal, and that was the first time Danny Warden had really got a chance to stretch his legs, and it's earned the very skipper Peter Valentine a yellow card, I think. So with only 12 minutes gone, Peter Valentine, the very captain, goes into the book for that foul on Danny Warden. And let's hope that the young Charlton winger has become a little more confident. Walsh with the cross, and that's going to drift out above Simon Webster, too high for the Charlton skipper. Flag's gone up on this near side. Forward from Mauge, and Robinson acrobatically volleys it over his head, but to no avail because it's going to be a goal kick. Now Boulder is going to have to come out of his area. And he's got the clearance. Charlton now, with Pardew, had his heels clipped, and there's going to be another name in the book, I think, and it's going to be Ronnie Mauge. And a little bit of afters there with John Bumstead, and it really wasn't very necessary, although I feel that the referee is being somewhat harsh on the former Charlton player. That's two names into the book with less than 15 minutes gone. Stuart Balmer with the free kick. Mauge hooks it away. Pardew, and that will be a Charlton throw. Leaburn peels off. Valentine closes in quickly, and Bury bring the ball away. Robinson, and out it goes to Mark Kearney. Bumstead with the tackle. This is Ward. And he claimed handball against Scott Minto. And that's going to go out, I think. Or is Bob Boulder going to have to play the ball? No, it'll go out for a goal kick. Walsh finding Minto. And Pardew. And Walsh going again. Walsh cutting inside on his right foot. He's tried the chip. And it was always drifting away from that far post, but a good effort nonetheless from Colin Walsh. Flag's gone up on that far side. Now Nelson and Knill with a good header away there, or rather Valentine, the Bury shipper, in fact, was the man that got up to beat Gary Nelson, but it's at the expense of the corner. It's the first corner of the night, and it's for Charlton. Colin Walsh strolls across to take the corner, and let's see if Charlton can break the deadlock in this tie. Swung out towards Pardew, but Mauge able to clear. This is Minto, and now Bury can break if Kevin Hulme can find the right pass, and he's played it square to Valentine, who's made ground. Back it goes to Ian Scott, and this is Robinson, and Hulme there was offside. Nelson with a good flick on, but Bury let it run all the way through to Gary Kelly. Now this is Ward. Oh, he's got a good ball in, and Webster with a good header away. Kearney with the corner. Left-footed, swung in at the far post. A lot of players getting up there. And it was Alan Knill that got the header in. But Bob Boulder happy to see it fly over the bar. Kelly's going to come out of his goal, and he's done so. And Minto clears the roof of this east stand. It was worthwhile from Scott Minto. I mean, Kelly had come a long way out of his goal, and it wasn't particularly good clearance, so Minto entirely justified in taking a swing at it and hoping that he might catch the keeper out of his goal. Instead, it's a throw. And Balmer getting it back to Boulder, who gets it away. And Nelson gets a good challenge in there, and Valentine knocks it back, and Gary Kelly swings it out towards the right-hand touchline on the far side of the field, where Charlton number 6 Darren Pitcher has the throw. Bumstead hooking it into the middle. Walsh, and now this might fall for Nelson. He's got a tackle in there, and will it fall for Walsh? In fact, Pardew's in there, and Nelson's in there, and Walsh eventually brings it away from the goal. Minto cutting inside. Now Minto running all the way. Can he get the shot in? He can. Good save. Foul given on Stuart Balmer. And the referee has decided to take Colin Walsh's name. Well, that can only have been for dissent, because it was Balmer with the tackle. And we're halfway through this first half, and already there are 3 names in referee Paul Taylor's notebook. Daws will take the corner kick. Robinson surrounded by Charlton players. That was a hell of a long throw there. And the Charlton defenders stand around looking at each other. They're waiting for someone to take charge in there, I think. Bury have another corner, their 3rd of this evening's first half. Nick Daws again will take it right-footed, swung in. Bob Boulder makes a good catch. Pitcher. Warden. Charlton in a little bit of disarray, and Nelson won't get that. And swung into the box by Ward, and Webster, I'm not sure if he meant that, but he got the ball back to Bob Boulder. It wasn't a particularly good header or kick away, but Charlton in possession now with Colin Walsh. And too high for Nelson. Stuart Balmer puts his foot on the ball. He's got plenty of time, finds Walsh. Minto is on this near side. Balmer again. Webster. Minto. Minto makes ground, rides one challenge, slips the ball inside to Bumstead and Pardew, and now Pitcher. And Charlton keeping possession and working the ball well. Now Pitcher making ground, he's got Warden outside him. He elects to swing the ball over towards Leaburn. Header away. Now it'll come for Pitcher again. Nelson turning well. Try to get the ball across. Nick Daws with time to stroll out of the penalty area. And Ward gets it away. Now Ronnie Mauge for Bury. This is Hulme. This is Robinson. And a bad ball from Robinson. Oh, and Minto dispossessed. And Charlton were a little fortunate there because the flag went up on that far side out of your picture. Otherwise, Hulme and Robinson could have been away. Bumstead brings the ball away. Walsh showing good touch. And Minto a little bit casual there and brought down with a rather vicious challenge by Reid. And that was probably the worst challenge of the night, and it's gone unpunished, but there you are. Danny Warden challenged very quickly. Now it's with Minto. Walsh is calling for the ball down the line. And that's where Minto sent it, but I think he's overhit it slightly. In any case, oh, Walsh has kept it in. And now he's whipped the ball across. And a good header out by Knill, the Welsh international. And that's going to be another corner. Walsh takes it early. And Walsh gets it back. Whips the ball into the far post. Oh, and it was picked off Gary Nelson's head there. Now, Pitcher. Oh, it's a poor pass by Darren Pitcher. This is fallen kindly for Derek Ward. And Mauge slips the challenge of Pardew. And Robinson giving chase now. Minto stepping in. And gets the ball away, but Mauge there first. And scrappy. Charlton's defending none too clever there. It'll be a throw-in to Bury. Nick Daws will take it. Headed away by Webster. Mauge gets it back in, and Stuart Balmer having to clear from the edge of his 6-yard box, and Bury have another corner. And Kearney swings it in towards the far post, and Webster gets up, and Knill gets up, and Boulder is there with a safe pair of hands. Now Pitcher, Leaburn, Bumstead, now Warden out on that right-hand side, and he's been found, and again the tackle was very swift indeed. Webster plays it in for it. Nelson with the flick, and it's not going to reach Leaburn. Bumstead, and pitcher. And here's Leaburn. Bumstead sweeps it out towards Walsh. Minto on the overlap. Lovely touch from Walsh. Minto can get in there first. Walsh still in support. Oh, Minto tried to find him. And that's a Berry throw. Just over the half-hour mark here at Upton Park. Still awaiting the first goal. 2 hours of football in the tie. And still nothing to separate these two sides. And in truth, the first game at Gig Lane and indeed the first half hour of this one have been very scrappy indeed. It must be difficult for the players to play in front of such an atmosphere with very few supporters and an awful lot of empty spaces. But even so, it's the same for both sides, and Charlton will be hoping to avoid extra time, which is what is likely to happen if it stays at 0-0 and possibly even penalties. Knill got the flick on there. Webster stepped in for Charlton and found pitcher. Leaburn is the target. Leaburn lets it go. Nelson with a touch off. Leaburn tried to find Walsh. An aimless ball there from Ward. Webster brings it down, finds Bumstead. Leaburn holds off the challenge. Webster, and now Minto, and now Walsh. In towards Nelson. Nelson with good control. And a Charlton throw. This is Stuart Balmer. Chipped in towards Leaburn. Oh, and I thought there was a player at the far post. It's Warden now for Charlton. And neatly off towards Webster. Digs one out towards the far post. Nelson was challenging and Knill concedes another corner. And a good, safe pair of hands there by Gary Kelly. Been named in a couple of Republic of Ireland squads, Gary Kelly, without ever actually playing. But from what we've seen of him over 2 matches, he surely wouldn't let Jack Charlton down. And Mauge now with a chance to get a shot in, and a great save by Boulder. And there must have been a few Charlton supporters with their hearts in their mouths there, as they could see Berry taking the lead, but Bowler got across his goal very well to palm that dipping volley from Ronnie Mauge to one side. Berry have their 5th corner of the game though. And it will be Nick Daws to swing it in from that far side. Knill with the header. And somebody, possibly Robinson, penalised for offside. And the referee has penalised Alan Pardew. Valentine with the free kick. Walsh. And the referee, not a popular figure at the moment. Balmer with the challenge. Another Berry throw. 8 minutes to go before half-time. And another corner to Berry. Boulder coming a long way and didn't get the punch, and Warden got a good foot in there towards Walsh, and now Charlton are breaking with Webster, and there's plenty of players flying forward. One of them is Nelson, and a good tackle coming in from Mark Kearney, and Kelly finds touch. That's a Charlton throw. Bumstead gets in first, surely a foul. Obstruction at the very least by Robinson on Bumstead. And the referee reaches for his notebook once again. Paul Taylor from Hertfordshire is obviously very keen indeed to fill his pages, because that's the fourth name in the book in this first half. It's Andy Reid who's following Valentine and Mauge and Colin Walsh of Charlton into the referee's notebook. And now Walsh with the free kick. Webster at the far post, but Alan Knill concedes the corner. Walsh with the corner, and looked at this. Webster was held there, but Stuart Balmer battling well. Bumstead feet into it by Mauge. Darren Pitcher recovers the ball and swings it back in towards the penalty area. Webster with the header now. Leaburn, Nelson, Leaburn, and it's wide anyway, but the flag has gone up for offside, so it wouldn't have counted. Ball from Bumstead. Nelson with a touch off. Danny Warden keeps it in, finds Pitcher. And Pitcher has got to go all the way back to Bob Boulder, and it wasn't the greatest of passes either. And that's a throw in to Berry. Offside against Kevin Hulme. Minto should get in first. In fact, he's let it run out for a throw. Walsh in towards Nelson, but it's all a bit scrappy at the moment for Charlton. Robinson with a touch off, and now Berry breaking, and Hulme is offside again. Leaburn gets off, chests it down, and I thought Nelson was going to get a foot on that. He got his head to it though. Back it goes to Stuart Balmer, and all the way forward, right the way through to Gary Kelly. Walsh was fouled. Now Pardew, good ball out to Darren Pitcher. Webster to get it forward. Leaburn is the target. Leaburn gets up and Leaburn fouls the Bury defender Knill. So with just 2 minutes to go before half-time, we're still awaiting the first goal in this Coca-Cola Cup second round tie. The first leg at Gig Lane goalless. The second leg at Upton Park thus far also goalless. Now Walsh, can Walsh do something for Charlton? He's got Nelson in. Now if Nelson can get it square, he's won the corner. To get it onto his left foot. Minto swings it in deep towards Webster. He gets up and it falls to Pardew. Drive was blocked. Darren Pitcher will get there first. It'll be a throw-in to Charlton. And I think Kearney has been penalised for a foot-up against Danny Warden. And this could well be Charlton's last chance of the first half to see if they can salvage something from what, frankly, has been a dreadful 45 minutes. Walsh with the free kick. Pitcher leaves it. Colin Walsh swings it in. And that's going to be a goal kick. And exactly on the 45 minutes, the referee Paul Taylor calls a halt to the first half. Not a great deal to report. A drive from Gary Nelson that went wide on 10 minutes, a chip from Colin Walsh that went similarly wide on 17. Other than that, it's been a very poor display from both sides. And the half-time score here at Upton Park in this Coca-Cola Cup second round match: Charlton Athletic 0, Bury 0. Most of the other games tonight, it's goalless here at Upton Park. I think the highest scoring game of the evening is probably the one at Griffin Park. Brentford 1, Spurs 2. So aggregates. But back at Upton Park, we await the first goal, and it will be Bury kicking from right to left, attacking their own supporters, dotted around on the south bank there, hoping to provide it. Or Charlton kicking towards the north bank, which is traditionally the end in which they've been most successful in their spell here at Upton Park. Hulme and Minto colliding there, and the referee's given a free kick there to Bury. Kearney swings the ball in, and Hulme had got goal side there, but was pushing, or indeed, no, it was a flag up on this near side for offside, which I didn't see. So The teams remained locked at 0-0. Quite right there, the referee, Nelson, was pushed from behind by Valentine, and Charlton have a free kick, and the Charlton fans that have come to the game this evening have started to raise their voices on that north bank. They're anxious to see their team get a goal here against the third division side. Leaburn with a flick on, and Webster could get in, but Nick Daws clears his lines, and it's a corner for Charlton. Walsh with the corner. Pardew's coming in. Pardew with the header. Cleared away there. And a foot up against Alan Pardew. Pitcher gets in first. Warden, and now Nelson, and Nelson's away from Alan Knill, but Charlton have a throw with John Bumstead. Danny Warden. Webster gets it forward. And now Mauge. And Minto with a good solid challenge, but a berry throw. Poor ball, and Kearney picking it up, but Danny Warden tackling back and doing well. Charlton playing themselves into a little bit of trouble, and finally Bumstead gets a foot in. Leaburn bundled off it by his former youth team colleague Ronnie Mauge. Webster the target. Knill gets there first, and they've got time to clear, but in fact he lets it run out. Kearney swings it in again, a far post, Boulder, and his second attempt. Bob Boulder needed there to gather that one, and he sent it down the field, and acrobatics there from Kearney, and Berry have possession, and Mauge putting Robinson through, but Minto concedes the throw. And Berry in the middle of a little purple patch now. Offside against number 2, Derek Ward. Neat pass from Boulder, and Danny Warden was never given much chance there of reaching that one. And Scott now. Robinson, and now Ward. Mauge. And chance for Hulme. Scott getting in there, and there's bodies everywhere. And it comes back in again, and this time Leaburn is fouled. Mauge bundled over. Free kick to Berry. And now can Hulme get in there? Oh, he's turned well, and he whipped it across the face of the goal. And now Pitcher making the ground on this near side. He's carried the ball into the opposition half already, and he's carried it out. Webster and Kearney having words with each other. Stepping in front of Mauge and getting Minto in. Nelson, Walsh, Nelson goes again. Charlton have a throw. And another good challenge from Gary Nelson at the expense of a throw into Berry. Pardew picking that up from Simon Webster. He wants Warden to come in for him, and Warden has come in. And Warden was fouled by Kearney, who can't believe it. Pitcher wanted to take a short one. Opts for the ball into the box. It's not a good ball in. Mauge and then Nick Daws get the ball away. Pitcher. Oh, there's a chance now for Nelson to get Warden away. Now can Danny Warden get past one? He couldn't get past the second one. Pitcher. Now Leaburn and Minto, and Pitcher going all the way into that outside left position, and here he's picking it up now. He ran an awful long way to get that, Darren Pitcher. Walsh, oh, he's found Minto in space. Now Minto's got time to put his foot on the ball and whip the ball in, and a good header at the near post by Valentine to concede the corner. Charlton's 8th corner of the game. Walsh swings it in. Webster's the target. He's got up. Balmer back to Walsh, and again the cross comes in, and a good header coming in, and Kelly got up there underneath his crossbar to collect that header from Simon Webster, and he sends it forward at the earliest opportunity. And now Robinson battling away with Scott Minto, and Minto gets the clearance, and Walsh keeps it in. Apparently that's a Charlton throw. Mauge for Berry. And Webster. Oh, it's blocked, and it could have gone anywhere. It fell to Bumstead, which was kind for Charlton. Pitcher. Now, can Leaburn reach this one? Nelson might. Kearney got up well. Back to Pitcher. And it doesn't get any better as we reach the hour mark in this game. 2.5 hours now have gone by. Charlton against Bury, and we haven't had a goal. Now, is this the man who might provide one for Charlton? Danny Warden's senior debut lasts an hour as he is replaced by the man who has worn the title of Super Sub this season, Kim Grant, coming on for Danny Warden. And Robinson keeps it in and gets the ball over, and Bowler collects it safely at the far post and throws it out to Walsh. Mauge tracking back. That will be a Charlton throw. So Kim Grant is on with just under half an hour remaining, and the question is, can he work his magic for the 3rd match in succession? But in the meantime, Colin Walsh is down, and Nelson kept it in, but conceded a goal kick in doing so. Now it's Pardew. And now Kim Grant with his first touch. He couldn't get past the second man, which was Kearney. Now this will fall for Darren Pitcher. First time ball for Bumstead. Slipped in towards Nelson, and the flag goes up for offside. Now Berry breaking with Ronnie Mauge and Minto. Suspicion not even of handball about that, but it's a goal kick to Charlton. And you get the impression as we move into the last 25 minutes of this game that Bury have begun to believe in themselves, and they may be playing away to the team that's currently placed in second position in the first division of the Barclays League, but they haven't been a bit overawed this evening, and I'll get the impression that they now think they could actually win the game. One thing's for certain, and that's if we don't get a goal in the next 25 minutes, we will have extra time. Here's Kim Grant, and out it goes to Minto, and down the line to Walsh. Minto again. Minto rides a challenge, didn't ride that one from Mauge. And Scott sends it forward. Pardew, beaten by Andy Reid. Charlton free kick. Walsh. Webster arriving at the far post. He's kept the ball in towards, and now Grant, the drive, and it's wide. And that's probably the best chance of the second half for Charlton, and not surprisingly it fell to the man in form, Kim Grant, on his left foot, and he drove it hard and true, but about a yard wide of Kelly's left-hand post. Pitcher will have to go back. Oh, he's done that well. But Robinson got the challenge in, and Charlton have the throw. Now, Grant. It's fallen for Bumstead. Nelson. Sweeps into the far post. Leaburn is a target. Oh, and needed the touch by Alan Knill to concede the corner. Now, Leaburn could take it quickly here. Walsh. Berry still regrouping as the ball comes in. And it might fall for Bumstead. He's driven back in, and it's going to come out to Ronnie Mauge, and Berry have got the break with Robinson. Now Leaburn could collect this. But Kevin Hulme is working hard in the midfield for the visitors. And he brings it away now and tries to drive. And that's a little ambitious there from the Bury number 9. with the flick off. And Leaburn with another good touch now. Walsh. Minto. Leaburn with a touch off to Grant. Oh, and his first touch let him down there, otherwise he would have been in. Now, Webster finds Minto. Charlton have begun to look a bit more lively since Grant came on. Minto getting forward. Leaburn into the attack. Knill into the stands. Valentine is forced to concede the corner. It's Charlton's 10th corner of the evening, but we've yet to see a goal, and we've just got 21 minutes left for either of these sides to break the deadlock. Webster got up but missed the ball. Minto sends it back in. Nelson couldn't get the ball flicked on, and it's run to Mauge, and Berry can bring it away again. Oh, the ball in towards Ian Scott, and he put it wide, but the flag was up in any case. But as you can see, they are growing in confidence as each minute without a goal goes by. And this is not a formality. Not that it ever was. And Grant's got in around the back and he's pulled the ball back. And there's absolutely nobody there whatsoever. And Gary Kelly was able to get the ball some 15 yards out of his goal. Grant did well there but was unsupported. And another chance is wasted. And Berry bring it forward once more. Minto hooks it clear. Nelson. Nelson's ridden 2 challenges. Couldn't ride the third. It's found Walsh. And now the chance at the far post. Bumstead heads it back. Pitcher. Oh, it's stayed in. It's nearly gone out for a throw, but Walsh has kept it in. Handball, surely. Walsh swinging it in. Webster's arriving, but Knill gets up. Now Webster heads it back into the box, and there's no one at the far post. It's hooked away from under Leaburn's nose. And now Balmer sending it forward. And it might run for Nelson, but Nick Daws gets in and concedes the throw-in on that far side. 19 minutes to go. Charlton Athletic 0, Berry 0. Minto gets forward. Drive was blocked. It was Balmer, in fact. And now he's got to get back because Robinson's brought it away, and Hulme gives chase, but Webster has to concede the throw. And Berry are still in this game. And Bowler drops it, and Kevin Hulme has put it in, and Berry have taken the lead. Well, I don't believe it. 18 minutes to go, and the Berry supporters go wild, and the Shakers have shaken Charlton with a goal by Kevin Hulme, and Charlton are in danger of going out of the Coca-Cola League Cup at the very first hurdle. It's Charlton 0, Berry 1. And Neat sidestep by Webster, but Charlton don't want the ball down here, they want it forward. The referee wants the ball to be placed on exactly the right spot before the free kick can be taken. Now it's come out to Pitcher. Can he get the cross in? First time. Grant's arriving, but Berry get the ball away. Now Walsh has got to make it up. And it's bounced for Robinson, and Berry can bring the ball away, and they've got men forward now. And one of them is out on this near side. It's Andy Reid, but it's gone out for a throw. And Charlton will have to hurry. Minto, Walsh. Free kick, Knill on Nelson. And again the referee will have the ball at exactly the right place before he can allow the kick to be taken. And it's going to be a corner to Charlton. The Bury fans who have come all the way from Lancashire, there's about 100, maybe 150 of them there in full voice now. They're enjoying themselves immensely. But can Charlton do what they did on Saturday and get a quick equaliser? Walsh with the 11th corner for the Addicts this evening. And that one won't produce anything. Walsh with another chance perhaps to get the cross in. The linesman is flagging for offside. I can't believe that Colin Walsh was offside, but he's got his flag up to indicate so. And there is just a quarter of an hour remaining this evening. Now Minto, Grant, oh a lovely dummy, but it went out. It's going to be a throw to Charlton. Minto now finding Walsh. Now Darren Pitcher coming a long way up from the back. He can get there. He can get there now. And he's been robbed by Hulme, and Robinson brings it away for Berry. And Robinson gets it back. And he's got time and he's got space to turn around and have a look. And he sweeps it out onto this far side for Derek Ward, and the Shakers are playing with confidence now. In towards Scott. He's turned well. And Ward in towards Boulder. And this time Bob Boulder makes a good clean catch. Pardew now picking it up in the midfield. Rise the challenge. Got caught late. Didn't like it, but the referee plays on. Leaburn trying to find Nelson. Bumstead. Leaburn getting forward again. Now Valentine hooking it clear. Webster picking it up. Minto's in space on the left-hand side. Webster elects to go to Darren Pitcher. And Pitcher caught. Charlton throw. Minto in space on the left-hand side, but beaten to it by Ward, and Ward brings it away and finds Mauge. Minto getting back at him, but Mauge rides a challenge, and it's Berry with players forward now, but Charlton are getting men back. And I think a little bit of tiredness creeping into the visitors' play. They've only got 13 minutes to hold out for a famous victory. Oh, and Grant is away, and Kim Grant is through for Charlton. Can he do it? Good save by the goalkeeper. Pardew following up, but Berry get it clear. Bury throw. And pitcher watches that one out, and Charlton will have to hurry. Charlton get it on the deck with Minto. High towards Leaburn. Oh, and now a free kick for Charlton in a dangerous position. This could be Colin Walsh territory. It could also be a chance to summon Webster to unleash one of his pile drivers. But it needs to be something positive from the Addicts now. Just 11 minutes to go. Walsh is over it, Pardew's left it, but it's going to be Colin Walsh, or it could be Webster. Webster is shaping for it with his right foot, Walsh with his left. And it's going to be Colin Walsh. Oh, and a good save by Gary Kelly. To be fair, the ball was hit straight at him, but it's one of Charlton's few shots on target tonight. Kelly hasn't really had an awful lot to do, it must be said. And Robinson's onside, and Bury have got men forward, and that needed to be a good challenge, and it was, from Darren Pitcher. Otherwise, Bury had two men running into the penalty area, but Pitcher was covering for Charlton at the expense of the visitors' 7th corner of the evening. Kearney with the corner, and Boulder with the save. Bundled in by Hulme. I don't think Boulder was too impressed by that. Leaburn, oh dear. Tried to find Pardew, they didn't read each other. It's back with Bob Boulder once more. Time still ticking away for Charlton. Now Leaburn giving chase. And now Leaburn and Nelson are in. Surely, Gary Nelson. Oh, and another great save by the goalkeeper. Well, Charlton can't say they haven't had the chances this evening. But to be fair, when the ball's been shot towards the goal, Gary Kelly has been equal to it. A couple of efforts by Charlton have gone wide, but whenever Charlton have got the ball on target, Kelly has been more than a match for the Charlton forwards. Kim Grant this time has been penalised, I think, for making a back. There's a few theatrics from the Bury player who I can't see. Robinson twisting and turning and getting caught, and it's going to be a free kick. And with 7 minutes to go, Charlton really can't afford to give away free kicks in this sort of position. They want the ball up the other end of the field. Plenty of men over the ball. Robinson is furthest back. Robinson with the drive, blocks, and another trots, and Leaburn gets it clear. And Charlton have got a man down, and the referee wants to hold up play. So there's going to be a bit of injury time for the two physios who've been on. And well played by the Ferry number 9, Kevin Hulme, knocking it back to Bob Boulder. And a good header by Mauge, and they're growing in confidence still, Berry, knowing that time is running away from Charlton. Boulder sends it forward, long downfield. Leaburn, oh, it might fall for Walsh. Good challenge coming in. It comes out to Darren Pitcher on this right-hand side. He's swept in low, and the ball is cleared once more. Minto gets up. Minto charges down one challenge and gets in again on another one, and that's going to be a foul. I'm afraid Scott Minto. Now Webster can find Pitcher. Pitcher had to turn and check, and Charlton need to get the ball forward. Grant, 2 touches, finds Bumstead, and Nelson couldn't reach. Now Webster. Oh, no doubt this will go deep into the penalty area. The flick on towards Grant. Now can Grant turn? Oh, and he got his left foot onto the ball, but miscued it completely. That's going to be a goal kick. And we've got 3.5 minutes perhaps of normal time remaining, plus whatever Paul Taylor has on his stopwatch. And I wonder if the road to Wembley in the Coca-Cola Cup ends here for Charlton. Good battling by Minto, but Charlton have got to get the ball into the danger area. Now the pitcher's got a lot of space out on this right-hand side, and Webster's found him. Now Nelson trying to get goal side. Bundled off it. Bumstead comes early. Bumstead couldn't get the ball into the area. Leaburn gets up, and he's put down for Grant. He wants to work it onto the right foot. And he's got nowhere to go, Kim Grant. He's helped by Colin Walsh. Out it goes to Pardew. And it's getting a bit desperate in there. Grant taking it to the byline. Grant's got away. He's got the cross in. It's too far. It's come to Pitcher. And now it's with Webster. And that's a poor ball by the Charlton captain. And that's going to be a throw-in. And I think Charlton are making ready another substitute. Indeed they are, and it's Colin Walsh is the player whose number is up. And Colin Walsh indeed is the player that's going across to the bench. So with 2 minutes of this game remaining, Linvoy Primus, with 2 minutes of this game remaining, comes on to play his first ever senior game for Charlton, and I'm sure he would have preferred it to have been in better circumstances. Balmer. Primus will slot into a midfield role, I'm sure. And that's into the upper tier of the stand, and you don't see that very often. Nelson. First touch for Primus. Out it goes to Minto. Ball into the area. Leaburn. Knill was all over him, but now Berry on the break. But Mauge won't keep it in. Charlton have a throw. We're into the last minute. Webster. Minto. Down the line it goes towards Leaburn. Back it comes towards Minto. Charlton with a throw. Berry know they've only got to keep Charlton out for another minute, maybe minute and a half of stoppage time. Webster, he'll have to get it forward early. Pardew now. Pitcher out on this near side. And Pitcher tackled a foul according to the referee, and this could well be Charlton's last chance. Darren Pitcher has the free kick. We are now into stoppage time. The 90 minutes have been played here at Upton Park. This, I'm sure, will be Charlton's last chance, and Berry get the ball away. Linvoy Primus retrieves it. Comes back from Minto. Webster with a flick. Grant with a header. Knill with a clearance. And Berry don't mind where it goes. Charlton have a throw. John Bumstead wants to know how long there is left. We've had half a minute of stoppage time. Pitcher with the throw. Pardew. He's got to get the ball into the box somehow. And that isn't the way to do it. And Berry can bring the ball away. And Robinson has got Hulme streaking forward from midfield. But Robinson sensibly decides to hold on to the ball. And he waits to draw the foul. And he doesn't get the foul. And it's with Balmer. And it goes back to Boulder. And we've had a minute of stoppage time. And still Charlton have yet to penetrate the Berry rear guard. Now it's with Grant. Can he work something for Charlton? He needs some support on this near touchline. He hasn't got it. Ian Scott, Robinson, Hulme, Kearney. Robinson was the target. There was no flag. So Boulder is able to retrieve the ball. We've had a minute of stoppage time. Nearly a minute and a half, in fact. There can't be much more to go. Minto hooks it forward, but Berry are first to the loose ball once again. Mauge, Hulme. Minto with the challenge. Nelson. Pitcher now for Charlton. Desperation for the First Division promotion contenders. Forward it goes once more. Webster now playing at centre forward. Hooked away by Kearney. No flag. Mauge clears his lines, and still the referee goes on. Bob Boulder thumps the ball forward. The referee takes another look at his watch. Leaburn gets up. Pardew coming forward from midfield. The ball out to Minto. Could this be it? Across the face of the goal. And cleared. And that is the last action of this game. Berry have scored a famous victory. It is one of the upsets of the Coca-Cola Cup second round. And it's hard to say that they didn't deserve everything they got. They battled hard. They scored a crucial goal, and it is Berry from the third division that go across to celebrate with their tiny band of travelling supporters. They'll enjoy their journey home tonight. They've won here 1-0. The only goal in this Coca-Cola Cup second round tie coming in the 72nd minute of the second leg. Kevin Hulme was the goal scorer, and the final score here at Upton Park was Charlton Athletic 0, Berry 1.